Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the SCM podcast. I'm Jack Millington, and joining me this week, as usual, first of all, it's Pokemon trainer Mikey Keating.
Gotta catch them all.
Right. And also joining us this week, he's co-hosted the podcast before, it's Matty Village People Morris. There is a can I tell, right, for those that don't know, we've been away for 2 weeks. The first week, the reason was I was with the family. The second week, can I tell them where you went? Second week, Matty went to the British Grand Prix in Silverstone, Borough, Northamptonshire.
I was just like sat in the village.
He said to me before he went, "Yeah, we got tickets at Woodcote." Where's Woodcote on the track?
Woodcote.
Mm-hmm.
After the village.
Where's Woodcote?
Go through the village, go straight, go left, and the long righter. So I'll
doesn't even know the name of the colours of the track.
No, I don't.
Quite a fair way away from the village complex, mate.
One straight.
Still 7 corners!
No.
Yes.
One straight.
It's after Luffield, and Luffield is the long right-hander, and you're at the village complex.
The long right-hander?
Yeah, the long second gear right-hander is Luffield.
Yeah, that's where Woodcote is.
You didn't look at... To me, I looked at the advertising banners and you weren't there.
Yeah, it's right there. You can see them coming down the first DRS straight.
Yeah,
then as they turn left and right round, I'm there. I can see them coming through.
That makes no sense then. So if you're not in the village... Then...
No, I could see them coming
to anyone not interested, I was at Tuna Fest on Saturday.
No one's interested.
The main thing is, and I wanted to bring this up because it's brilliant now, because I can sit here and go, I was the FIA recognised British Touring Car Championship event at Alton Park, and you can go, well, I was at the FIA governed British Formula 1 World Championship race at Silverstone, and he can go, I'm watching on the telly!
Again.
I was actually the FIA time, sir.
It's not FIA endorsed. That's why I said FIA.
So,
Do you know he's head off Sky Sports?
Yeah, because he was before Sky Sports, he was on ITV.
Yeah, so yeah, my hero.
Yeah, apparently Matty was on the telly, so if you've had to go back to Curry's to replace your TV, then feel free to put a claim in.
And apologise. Any damages can't be placed against the ST Podcast Limited. It can only be placed against one Matthew Morris.
If he does not exist anymore.
if in doubt, blame one person.
Matty.
Him. Not me. Him.
If you've caused the problem for people, we can't blame Mikey.
As
funny as that would be, we can't.
Matty, what did you do now? Nothing, blame him.
Mr. Morris, were you sent to Silverstone by Mr. Keating? Yes.
No.
Who got your tickets? Mr. Keating. Yes. Did Mr. Millington have anything to do with this? No, it is. No, it
just here in the back of the gantry. Mate, what are you talking about? You are having a bubble.
just jacking about like, hey mate, when's this finish? You won't be here, walk and go. Be quiet, please, Mr. Millington.
I don't mind a walk and go.
Like, can I leave? Well, if you want it, right, I'm off. Yeah, but we need you for witness. Well, I can get it when I'm eating me walk and go.
Just sit there. So what's your thoughts on this, Mr. Millington?
Just the big chopsticks, just like...
You got any water, mate?
No, it wouldn't even be that. It'd be like... Need more soy sauce.
It really does, you know, the hot boxes.
That's why I always get soy sauce.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've been away. We're back now on a slightly more consistent basis.
Are we?
I don't know.
I doubt it.
The backbone was it? Are we?
I don't know. Maybe. It just depends on what happens in the next few weeks, because everything's a bit thrown up in the air at the minute.
Yep.
Well, Tom.
Well.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Yeah. Anyway. It's been a while since we did the song, so I'm going to load it up now.
So does that mean soon it'll just be the Mikey Keating podcast for 2 weeks?
No.
Oh, okay.
Fuck off.
You know those 6 subscribers we got, mate?
Yeah, we'll do.
We're down to 0.
We're down to, even you'll have unsubscribed to yourself.
Just delete my own YouTube account. It's like, yeah, remember
that?
Yay! I've already done it. But for anyone who didn't hear that, which is a 100% chance, that was In the Morning by Razorlight. What year did it come out though? And from next week onwards, or from the next podcast onwards, I'm going to make them hard.
It's
What?
Gonna make them harder to guess.
05.
05. That's a very, very annoying guess. Here comes Mikey with his +1 or -1. Because that's what he does.
I'm gonna go for safe 2006 because literally.
See what I mean? He always goes +1.
Here's my logic behind it. It says, here's my logic behind it.
You have no logic.
My maths teacher. Shut up. One more logic than you. My maths teacher in year 7 was a massive Razorlight fan, and he got the album when it come out, and it was in 2006.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
See, he only ever guesses it right when you go +1 first.
Thanks, bud.
I hate you.
Have a thingy, shut up.
No.
Have a Snickers, mate. You're not you when you're angry.
Hungry.
I don't care. You're angry, not hungry. Well, yeah, well, with all the news that has happened this week, there's been so much.
There's been news this week.
There's been so much news this week. Don't. It's like Geordie for don't talk shit.
Have you got any paracetamol?
No.
Are you taking the piss, mate? It's a nuclear.
Well, honestly, there has been. I think it's the first time in 83 podcasts where I've sat there and gone, there's actually too much news.
Really?
Well, think about I'm not going to go into detail about what's happened. We've had the Nice attacks, we've had a new PM, we've had friggin' Scotland going off its head, we've had Turkey friggin' almost getting taken over by its army. Dave had just
Military.
Military.
Just want to state that fact is correct of military.
Thank you. Not bad.
Know it all.
2,500 arrests for in the military, and I think how many thousand judges was it? Quite a lot. I know a lot of judges have been arrested because of some sort of I think it was they were what's the word? Bribed to do certain things. That's all that's happened. But I just thought this year in general has been mental. Do you know what I did? Because we're about we're 7 months into the year now, nigh on 8. I thought we'd go through some of the maddest stuff that's happened this year. Rather than concentrating on all the news, I thought I'd go this way instead. And I think that's a fair way.
Can I do story 1 then?
Well, you could have sort of told us this before, yesterday. Says the guy who's played.
Yeah, no, exactly. Just sat there going,
I know what the biggest story of the year was.
Well, I'm not just talking about stories, but
Okay, what the biggest news was?
I'm just like, there's
Let's start from
been
January.
massive events, there's been celebrity deaths, there's been all sorts of stuff.
Also, Mikey coming out the closet, that too.
When did that happen?
Ages ago.
Was that this year?
Yeah.
Allegedly, Mikey, you've come out of the closet every year since this podcast started. This year we've lost David Bowie, Alan Rickman, Terry Wogan, that was just in January. February we lost Frank Kelly. For anyone who doesn't know who Frank Kelly was, he played Father Jack and Father Ted. Mikey's best impression of Father Jack.
Drink!
Thank you. In March we lost the guy who created Coronation Street, Paul Daniels the Magician, Ronnie Corbett, and a woman called Denise Robertson, who apparently was known for being on This Morning, which is a TV show. If you don't know what time, it's at, it's in the middle of the fucking night. We lost David Guest, who's like a big TV personality, who I didn't even know died. That many deaths have happened this year. Victoria.
Sailor was this year last year.
Sailor was ages ago.
Sailor Black was last year.
Oh.
Prince in April. Carl Lane, who was a famous writer. Muhammad Ali. Anton Yelchin, that was last month. And this month we've already lost Carolina Hearn. That's just deaths.
Carolina Hearn is. She's actually one of the co-writers in the royal family. She also played the daughter.
Yeah. Do you know when you think about it, have you ever seen the royal family, Matt?
Oh yeah, who hasn't?
That is now that I watch it back, it is one of the maddest shows I've ever seen.
I was used to the Christmas specials.
Hey, the one he's got the kid upstairs, and they're like, "Oh, can you check on the baby, Dave? He keeps screaming." I was like, "Well, I went up before, Denise." And he look at Anthony, Anthony, can you go? He goes, no. Oh, here's Jim Boyle. Get them bloody stairs, you little shit! That's my grandson up there!
These are the events that have happened this year, right? That was just the deaths for people who are thinking that was, for anyone who's thinking, oh, that's not too bad. January, we've had Saudi Arabia ended up frigging executing Nimir al-Nimr, which was on the 3rd January.
Who?
What? He's
Pakistani, weren't he?
No, it was in Saudi Arabia and Iran, mate.
No, I'm saying he was Pakistani, wasn't
He
he?
might have been, I don't know, but I know it was in. I know it caused Saudi Arabia to end its diplomatic relations with Iran. Joaquin Guzman, the guy who escaped from his shower, the drug trafficker. That happened. The Zika virus outbreak in January.
In Brazil.
Yeah. February, North Korea launched its long-range rocket into space.
Oh,
Which everybody loved.
You gotta love the Koreans for the thing is, Christmas is 5 months away, so they need to stop putting opening the presents already.
Pope Francis and frigging Patriarch Kirill met up, so they did their first meeting of Catholic and Russian Orthodox churches since 1054. What about March? I know there's a couple of them, I think. There was the bombings in Brussels from the Islamic State of Iraq and Levant. What else was there?
Nice, you were there.
No, that was... Yeah, that's not March, mate.
March, it was unfortunately my 21st birthday.
Comic-Con.
Comic-Con. Yeah. Radovan Karadzic was
I'd
sentenced
say
to
something
14.
else, but it'd be unacceptable to place it into the podcast, just put it that way.
In April, we had friggin' what was it? What's it called?
Didn't you write this stuff down before you?
I do, I've got it here noted, but for some reason my notes have sort of convulsed into two, so I'm trying to decipher it.
Shit. Oh, sorry, you were...
Yeah, that dickhead. April was the Panama Papers.
Oh, yeah, when we found out that David Cameron's...
11
is a tax...
11.5 million confidential documents were published in a German paper. Don't ask me how to pronounce it. It's one of those ridiculous names. We had the 804 crash Egypt there in May. Chad Prime President Hassan Abra was sentenced to life in prison. In June, we obviously voted to leave the EU. Friggin' Ataturk Airport in Istanbul. That was another terrorist attack.
Did you say the bombings in the stadium?
Yeah, no, I didn't, but I can't remember what month that was. In fact, it's not on here.
That's November.
It wasn't November.
It was it this year?
What stadium? Paris?
In France.
Yeah.
That was in thingy. In November.
What's it?
They like them 3 different stages, they attacked it once.
Oh.
July,
New PM.
new Prime Minister, obviously the other day, the last few
Q.
days.
The coup.
What? What's it?
Military coup.
Coup, yeah. And that's just what's happened so far. Scheduled events. Scheduled events that are going to happen.
S-Team takeover of the world.
Summer Olympics are coming up. Friggin' China's got a new massive telescope.
Oh god, that can't be good.
We're on December the 31st. We're withdrawing from Afghanistan. The last remaining troops.
Well, we were supposed to withdraw 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Weren't we supposed to have not gone? Simple. Fucking. Oh, obviously, in this month, Chilcot. Don't forget that either.
Chilcot.
The Chilcot.
Oh, don't forget the Hillsborough.
Hillsborough, everything, and that happened on my birthday, and they got the justice. So.
That doesn't mean you're lucky, mate.
No, it doesn't mean I'm lucky.
It's better than mine. Fuck hell, what happened on my birthday this year?
You got something from Comic-Con?
No, something else in the world. Yeah, I wasn't the only one that got something from Comic-Con, eh?
Hey!
Hey, not the right day, mate.
It started then.
It's in March. Anyway, moving on swiftly before I get my head caned in by something.
Same. Cup of tea. Move your head. Please.
I can just pass it to you. What would you like?
I'd rather spill it a bit.
I'd rather Mikey gave it to you.
Oh.
Just because I don't trust you.
I don't trust him.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah.
I don't trust it. Well, I don't trust it. Well, I don't trust it. Well, I don't trust it.
I don't trust you, paracetamol.
Oh, not that again.
Paracetamol?
Oh, fuck you.
No, thanks for the offer though, mate, but there's other males in the world, plenty of fish in the sea. So.
Other males are available. Now, for anyone who's been living under a rock or in a cave or have not been even born yet, Nintendo are back in a big way.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Did they leave in the first place?
Kind of. Because I'm not going to talk so much about Pokemon Go.
Yay!
Probably the biggest Pokemon fan in this room does not play Pokemon Go. I said probably, I'm not saying he is. I'm not going to ask you for your reasons, because they don't make sense, so I'm not going to ask.
It's gay.
I didn't say it was gay.
No, but
So I'm not going to insult you or anything now. I'm going to ask you a serious question. Why do you not play Pokemon Go?
It's a waste of data, a waste of battery power, and I can't be asked to look at my phone walking into a fucking pole looking for a stupid Pokemon. Oh, no.
And yet we want to lose weight.
What?
We want to lose weight. But you do.
I
But
use my feet for work, unlike some people.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that insult. You do it too often.
A lot of people, right, have actually lost weight off this.
No, don't try and convince him.
No, I'm just saying, a lot of people have actually lost weight off this, like half a stone.
I was going to say something.
I will correct you on one of the things that you've done. For data, Pokemon Go is actually brilliant. It's just the battery life, which I will agree with you on. It is fucking pathetic.
Especially on iPhone.
I don't want to know.
It literally robs you. My mate went into Heswell the other day with a 80% battery. After an hour, come back with 15% battery.
See, what's the point?
Yeah, but that's iPhone.
I mean, the Android performance is, I think, every hour it takes about 30 on mine. But the thing is, if you're walking around for an hour, I think that's quite good.
Paedophiles are using it to get people.
Are you going to be targeted by a paedophile?
No, I'm just saying that stuff that's happening.
What, so you're going to wake up in, like, some random hellhole, like, a little brothel somewhere?
A brothel? What is this, 1542?
Brothel. Ezio.
Brothel's strapped to a fucking pole or something, like a bunch of fellas like, oh, hello there, buddy. Do you know what I mean?
That'll be the worst setup line ever. How about I show you my Pokemon?
I got a Charmander, do you want me to charm you?
I was quite good. I like that one. I was good, that. I like
Shame,
that.
Alright, I've got a Squirtle, can make you squirt.
Yes!
Now make another one and you got the full starter Pokemon.
Use Bulbasaur somehow.
Yeah, it's fucked.
I give you a Venus Whip.
That's Venusaur.
Same Pokemon, just evolved.
Hey, I've got a Bulbasaur, I can
It's the same Pokemon, just evolved. Like,
it's not really the same Pokemon,
we're saying it's apes, just evolved.
Yeah, we are.
Evolved though, we're somewhere different.
No.
So your three reasons to go back, you don't like it because it wastes battery, which I think is a bit of, in my opinion, it's slightly petty saying it, but fair enough. For data, it's fine.
200 megabytes a month.
And what was the other one?
I just can't be arsed walking around the street looking at my fucking phone the entire time.
So can I ask then? No.
4 weeks ago, I'll start losing weight, you know what?
No, we're not doing that. Because I'm just trying to ask a serious question here. So if you don't want to play Pokemon Go, why do you play Pokemon on the 3DS?
Once every blue moon.
But when it comes out, you buy it.
Yeah.
No, and that's just I'm not like taking the piss. I'm genuinely asking. Like,
it's a DS game. I like DS games.
So is it because you just don't want to walk around? You're the worst Pokemon trainer. There's no Pokemon. Matty, you haven't left.
But I want them to come to me, I don't want to go to them. Just expect like an arse.
Just buys like 50,000 incense and Pokemon laws to him.
Can you imagine that though? Just sitting there like in a Pokemon world, he's like, Matty, have you left yet? I've got me great balls, Pokeballs, my Ultra Ball, my Master Ball, I've got me verbs, I've got this, I've got that, I've got me potions, my Hyper Potion, my Max Potion, Bulbasaur. Shit, I forgot something.
Oh yeah.
My bike!
Move the bike's broke!
So I'll say
if like
an
an incest and expect like an Articuno, just like put his head through the window.
The first thing to say though, what he said, is because you said you don't want to be looking at your phone. I'll say this much: you don't actually have to look at your phone. You just have to have the app open.
It makes
what I do is when I do it, I have me cover wrapped over the top, and I can just walk around, and that way, and it vibrates when there's a Pokemon nearby, and that's all you got to do.
Oh, you think someone's texting, you think, oh, I'm wanted! It's just a stupid Pokemon.
Well, actually, it is because the Pokemon wants to join you.
Not the same thing.
I know that.
No, to be fair, I'd rather look for Pokemon than get text by someone I don't even know. It's like, to be fair, what would you rather have? Find a Pokemon or go, oh, I've got a text message, and then it goes, your £10 top-up has ran out and you need to update soon before it runs out.
Top up one so that I can just
I'll be honest with you, I prefer both because considering where I go lately, I've had no Pokemon. Outside my own house with incense, and not one single Pokemon turned up to me.
You know why that is? They don't like you.
They just don't like Bevington in general. That's a true thing, because I've been in Bevington since this has come out and I haven't found any there.
I think the best one I've found is a fucking Weedle, like a level 5. I was like, you
it's just like...
like knocked off his tits. Is like funny, mate?
But anyway, because of the launch of Pokemon Go, and I'll come to the second thing in a minute, it has gained its largest share price gain in the last 30 years. You know how much stock it jumped by?
30%.
No.
50?
70%. It's boosting its market value from 13 billion to 19.6 billion. That's how, and people are sat, and do you know what this came about? It's come in 3 stages. When the Wii first came out, everyone knew it was a good console. Everyone knew it was a fun console. It wasn't great, it was alright. But what was the main success behind the Wii? Wii Sports. And Wii Fit and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It became the biggest selling console, briefly, until the PS2 went, no. And came back and knocked it off its place.
Yeah. Brought its son into the world, like, eat that, motherfuckers. And they like waddle along.
Yeah, that was the first stage. The second stage was like, I think it was a year ago when Nintendo announced its mobile games, and they went, yeah, we're going to go into mobile games, and everyone was like, is it going to work, Nintendo? And then they've just done this, and everyone's like, oh my god! And it's just blown up.
The hype's going to die down eventually.
It will do, but the thing is, when it dies down, you know for a fact that people are just... Let me put it this way.
Obesity is going to be half.
Right, you know when a game comes out, you know when the hype eventually dies down for it, it's quite hard to get a customer back, isn't it, to play the game again?
Yeah. Mm.
It's on a mobile though, this, and what are people always on? Mobile phones. So if they go, oh, we've got this update, people go, it's just there, just on phone.
Yeah, just have a little look at it.
And that's it, and then they're back into it. And I think...
what are you going to do? Just capture all the Pokemons?
Yeah, there's a guy that's caught 92 Pokemon already.
Oh my god, he has no life.
There's a guy...
He's a Pokemon expert for the Echo, apparently, yeah.
Yeah, I've got actually a story about someone with Pokemon in a minute, which I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk specifically about it. But when you think about it, the Pokemon company, Google and Nintendo all invested up to $30 million
each
for Pokemon Go. No, that all in all.
Huh.
$30 million. That's what in pounds sterling? About 19?
No.
Yeah, 19 million.
19 million, something like that. Yeah, dollars is more than pounds.
There you go. Was it 30 million quid, yeah?
Maybe 20.
Yeah, it'd be about 19, 20, wouldn't it? I don't know what the... Because the stock market's like that at the minute, I don't know.
Well, we'll just go off.
Go off what it is now, yeah. $30 million. So...
Dollar to pound.
Is...
well, $1 equals 76p.
Not useful.
So...
I can't multiply that by that many. Off the top of my head.
Basically, it's 3/4 of what it is.
It's about 3, yeah. So, yeah, what we said, pretty much. 22, innit? So basically... There we go. Let's wait for Mike. Why didn't you just type in $30 million?
Something about Pokemon Go, they're meant to be bringing out an update where you can battle each other.
Yeah.
22.5 million
22,
quid.
yeah.
Yeah, but how can you teach your Pokemon moves?
Well, yeah, because you can train it.
Can it?
Yeah, you got to go to do training, you've got to go to a gym that you pick, and you've got to be level 5 before you can pick a
So you have
team.
to level up your Pokemon by not being able to battle people.
No, you've got to level up yourself before
How?
you can. By visiting Pokestops,
Catching
Pokemon, evolving them, stuff like that. But let me put it to you this way: they spent $22.5 million developing a mobile phone game, which I believe is probably the most ever done. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people go, "Well, that's an expensive outlay." Think about it; it's Pokemon. They probably made back so much money in the first hour. In the first hour,
it was downloaded
so much
by the UK people by using the US servers.
But
yes, we all waited till Tuesday.
Yeah,
like me.
Yeah, we all.
Did you know on the first day of release, it got more downloads than Tinder?
Yeah.
Apparently, it's going to smash past the worldwide sales of Candy Crush, which sits at 2 billion.
Oh, please do! Oh my god!
I never thought Candy Crush would get overtaken by, let's say, an individual new game coming out. But then you realise it's Pokemon.
There's a Krabby up the road.
Right, we're taking a quick break.
Matty has just loaded Pokemon. I knew he'd get into it eventually.
Holy shit! There's a Golbat up the top, level 613.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Hypno 668.
Yep.
856.
856 and 1200, yeah.
That guy's absolutely high. You know, look at my Pokemon and
just Matty was like, no, it weren't me.
I've got 152. Do you mind?
I don't mind if you go on it, just turn it down.
Alright.
I've said there's a new rule on the podcast. I don't mind if you're on your phone if it's Pokemon Go. But I've got one more story, and it is actually to do with Pokemon Go. But before we get onto that, when I said Nintendo was on a roll, I didn't just mean Pokemon. Did you see what else they announced the other day? They announced the return of the SNES.
SNES.
So if anyone
Super Nintendo Entertainment
System. This was, if anyone who doesn't know who was it. Alright, calm down.
Don't get your knickers in the twist.
What have you just got? You got a Pidgeotto?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, fuck off, 15! Oh, you absolute dickhead.
Sign up with Google or Pokemon Training Club.
I don't have Google because it's just easier. But
just make a new Google login and
but for this, for Nintendo's on a roll, and anyone who doesn't know what the SNES is, this was the 4th gen console which went up against the Sega Mega Drive. And Nintendo are now sort of sat here going, well, if we've got Pokemon Go, why not bring back the SNES? So the SNES is now coming back with a HDMI port and 30 games included in the console. So 30 classics like Mario and Virtual Street Fighter.
Well, guys, it was great on the PlayStation.
Pokemon was after the SNES.
No, I know, but this is the thing. If they I want them to bring another GameCube game out.
Some Pokemon created
the problem with the GameCube was that it wasn't that good.
I actually there's a game they did like Pokemon. I think it was Pokemon Coliseum. You start off with an
Pokemon.
I loved that one, mate. I absolutely loved it. You could transfer Pokemon from Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
So what I used to do was me and Tom, because we had both Ruby and Sapphire. He'd use Sapphire as more of the one where you get we'll start again. We'll get more Pokemon. So what we do is we get some decent Pokemon and just trade it over.
Yeah.
Train them beyond Espin for a bit, and then trade them back over. It's just do you think
though, Nintendo about 2 months ago, before Pokemon Go and the SNES and everything was announced that they were coming back, do you think Microsoft and Sony and people who play PC gaming would all just sat there going, oh yeah, Nintendo, and we all thought it, Nintendo, oh yeah, they're just that lot in the corner, aren't they? And bear in mind, everyone forgets that Nintendo is the uncle of gaming. You know, Atari's the grandfather because they were the ones who brought consoles to homes. If you were to look at it in a game sense, Atari's the grandfather because they started with the 2600 it's alright, it'll be fine. In the late 70s, early 80s. Then the video game crash happened and Nintendo came and saved it, became the uncle, and then Sega was the crazy auntie that went, hang on a minute, you've got a 90% market share in consoles, Nintendo, fuck off. So they came in. And then obviously PlayStation became the prodigal son. And Microsoft is that aspiring little brother that's not quite there yet, but could make it one day.
It's pretty much like for Sony is like 4, and obviously the dad's like Nintendo. He's getting on a bit now, but he's starting to the charger.
It's nearly dead already.
Welcome to the club, Matt. You will come quite familiarised with that charger. Oh! What's this? Oh, it's a Zubat. Never mind. No, but fucking hell, you get shitloads of Pokemon around here.
I know.
I get absolutely 69 Zubat.
Oh, my legs. Ah.
You don't need
Holy moly.
Matty has orgasmed.
Hey, here's a good one for you. Have you noticed when you go against flying Pokemon, they actually move out the way of your Pokeballs sometimes?
No, do you know what the... just like, to say Nintendo are on a roll, you know, obviously we're talking about Pokemon Go here at the minute, and everything that's happening.
But Nintendo is a generalisation.
But Nintendo have just been, even, you know when the Wii came out, it was such a runaway success, wasn't it? It was the winner of
no one expected it
the
to
last
do that,
console.
yeah.
But the thing was, if you say
fucking stay in the book.
in the 7th generation of consoles,
You ran away from me?
just shut up now about Pokemon. You've done too much. He's just caught one. But like, Nintendo in the 7th gen consoles, Nintendo Wii won by a country mile in terms of sales.
So was that the PS2 and the Xbox 360?
No, that was the 360, the PS3, and the Nintendo Wii.
Ah, okay.
What's your favourite console
Of all time?
of those three?
360.
360, yours?
Best memories, probably gotta say 360, sorry.
PS3. No one picks the Wii. That's the problem with it.
I used it for Christmas games.
Exactly. That's the problem with the Nintendo Wii. It didn't like quite
To be
capture.
fair, the amount of times that you get, like, if you knocked at mine,
It was.
and you'd see me on the
It
window,
was
wouldn't
fun,
you?
wasn't it?
Yeah, like,
But that was the problem.
we'd
It was fun.
for a while, and then you'd get bored of it, wouldn't you?
There weren't many great legendary games that came out on the Wii.
There weren't any.
The last one that happened that critics all agreed with was Bayonetta 2. That was last year.
Never liked it.
Never played
I never liked Bayonetta. I thought it was boring.
Yeah, but you don't really like that type of thing, so it kind of makes sense.
Right, this podcast is getting easily distracted by Pokemon. Right?
No, I was trying to talk about Nintendo. He went too far.
Where's the Garrett Snuggles?
Hey? Oh god.
Oh my god, get away from my penis.
For God's sake.
That place.
Let's have a look, man. Go there.
Where's that? Oh, my leg.
Where was that? Where did you find that?
You come off it. Like, if you look at it, you can see little gyms in the background and stuff.
Stop, yeah.
Yeah, in the very
Who's
back.
your nickname?
Morris.
Big Dick 4000.
Big Morris.
Oh god, really? You're playing a game. Anything sexual related, Matty Morris goes to the chart.
Anyway, I'm going to move it away from Nintendo now.
I'm surprised he didn't pick his name on him. PSN with Big Penis 123. You know.
Big Morris 2000. Yeah, go with that.
Well, before I move away completely from Nintendo, I do have one weird news story that relates to Pokemon. And this is sort of relates to this. If you don't put it down, I'm going to have to take it off you. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to take away this rule you've created.
I need to sit on the bed. I've actually lost control of my leg. It's literally...
What, have you become a dog? You just like start kicking your leg out?
Mate, I've got no feeling from like the knee down. I feel like my knee's been crushed by a tank.
Can you just stand up for a bit?
That's right.
That's great, that mate. Yeah, that's
That's what he
great.
does. Try not to.
Use your limbs.
Jesus Christ, it's like watching
It's not going to be
ass.
He actually got it off.
You're going to have to swap with him. I hate to do it to you, Matt, but you're going to have to. The levels of fitness here is unparalleled.
The blood's suddenly just going...
He's fixed. He's alright.
The blood's finally going for his like...
Just stand up for a bit.
There's muscle! What's this?
Anyway. Now, you know how Pokemon Go, there's been a few thick people that, I mean, the most funniest one so far is the guy who fell into the lake.
Yes!
I couldn't stop laughing at
He
him.
always catching a fucking ratter as well. It's like, I've nearly got it! I've got it! Yes! Oh.
But, apparently, this is now, I think this is probably the funniest one. Well, not funny, but stupidest one so far. Now, apparently, in Ohio, there was a pair of Pokemon Go players, and they wanted to catch some Pokemon. But the problem was where the Pokemon were, they had to jump a fence to get to the Pokemon. What was on the other side of that fence?
Bull.
Don't tell me it was a fucking zoo.
It was a zoo.
Seriously?
Yep. Apparently, they were... and this is their names, and if they don't sound like bloody Pokemon trainers already, then they should be. Robin Bartholomew. Sounds like one of those fucking... sounds like a psychic trainer. And fucking Adrian Crawford. Sounds like friggin' Ash's rival, for crying out loud. Apparently, though, they actually hopped a fence after hours in the zoo to go and get some Pokemon that were allegedly in there. This is in America. This has actually been a big problem because Americans are
Dumb.
in a nice way, quite silly sometimes.
Yeah, not right.
Well done, Matt.
Not
Thank you.
thinking before they used it.
Just wave the British flag a bit higher for us there, Matt.
The thing is, could you imagine it if us three went over to the States on a holiday? I was like, why are you here, lads? Oh, it just comes here. Matty would be the type of person that would sing Rule Britannia from the top of his lungs for waving.
No, he'd start singing Rule Britannia and then forget the words halfway through.
Rule Britannia.
And then he goes,
like, imagine walking through fucking Washington DC airport. Rule Britannia. Yeah, we broke your house once or twice. We're walking through. Yeah, we'll do it again.
He'd be that guy who'd like end up like walking through with fucking like Admiral's hat on, just going, that's ours, that's ours, that's ours, that's ours.
Do you like on Red when they go and start thinking his house?
No.
It's like halfway through the film, and Hell Mirren and stuff are outside with the sniper.
I've not watched Red for a long time.
They've got obviously Morgan Freeman, John.
No, I've watched it. I know.
And Morgan Freeman's in like the African general's uniform, and it's him. It's fucking him all over. He's like, hello. I wish to buy some weapons for my country.
Is that your attempt at a black accent?
No, my white accent.
That's racist.
How was that racist?
You're being racist to whites.
It's not only me who can say bad things.
You're allowed to say bad things. Well, if that isn't white supremacist only.
I don't know what fucking is.
We're going to move it over to some more news in Colorado.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Just I know mine does that. Just turn it off now because it'll be like that for about 5 minutes. Anyway, allegedly in Colorado, and there's a picture here of this. A police officer, not called Mikey Keating, survived a shootout by a 1 in a billion shot. Apparently, the deputy Jose Marquez? Yeah, Marquez.
I thought he said Marquez then. I was like, what?
Marquez.
We have relations.
Oh, lovely.
Apparently, he fired his weapon and his bullet flew towards the gunman. But instead of hitting his body, the bullet went into the barrel of the shooter's handgun. It went through the... There's a picture here, actually.
Could you imagine? I'd be like, I shot the gun! You're supposed to shoot the gun. Yes, but I shot the gun!
Oh. How long does it take to look at a picture?
No, I'm just trying to...
Jeez.
See, he got it.
Yeah, I know, but I was just like...
It literally went... Apparently, like, he was up against he was off duty, so he wasn't wearing his uniform or anything, and 2 robbers tried to mug him, and he just so happened to have his weapon on him and shoot out and shoot. He got one guy, he got shot as well.
This just sounds like the fucking Wild West.
Yeah.
It's Ohio. The Ohio West. The wild Ohio. That's going to be... That's what's going to be soon if Donald Trump gets it.
Yeah, he got shot.
He named it the new American Republic of Trump. That's what he would name it.
He got... Apparently, that Marquez, he got shot in the shoulder and the abdomen.
Oh. Yeah, that's nice.
But, like... I mean, that is literally a 1 in a billion shot, that, isn't it?
I'd say more like 1 million.
Ow.
I've done it in Battlefield. You wouldn't know that because you haven't been on it, but you know it's an interesting experience to say the least.
Was there an insult there or something?
No. I'm just stating facts.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, mate, you're sweating like a bitch.
You really can't handle heat, can you, Matt?
No, literally, all I can see is look at him. His hair's even started to develop sweat.
I think you are literally the most English person England has ever seen. You're literally like...
When it's cold, you sweat.
I'm
When it's warm,
royalty.
sweat.
Like, when it's cold, he says, oh, it's a bit nippy. And then
wears shorts,
And then wears shorts. And then when it's hot, he wears jeans. And wonders why he's sweating.
Don't forget the shirt that's supposed to keep you warm inside for when you're doing like sports and stuff.
No, it's not.
It's not.
You did last time. You were bloody roasted, and then looked. It was like one of those sports shirts. Oh, I just picked it out to be wardrobe. You are probably the most Baconian person I've ever met.
I think he is because he hasn't got the accents.
I don't have any accent.
He is the most English person I know. He can't handle the heat.
Oh, fucking, I hate the heat.
And he wonders why he can't handle the heat.
Okay, it was cloudy when I left, okay.
No, I love the way that Matty goes, it was cloudy. Does that... the clouds make heat.
They block it.
They block the sun.
Which gives you the heat.
No, it doesn't, because the solar flare gives you the heat.
Which is from the sun. Science lesson S-Team edition.
Science lesson S-Team edition, how to get the facts wrong.
By science major Matthew Morris.
It can still be hot, Matty, without the sun, put it that way.
Gained his masters at the University of Bath in 1970. Sorry.
I want to know what that was.
Hiccup.
Yeah.
Let's dissect them.
So apparently, and this is
Episode 1 special.
in England.
Who is this guy?
What is he laughing at?
I don't know. Episode 1 special. It's like, what?
Apparently, a museum visitor who's 91 years of age stunned staff apparently when she took out a pen and filled in a crossword puzzle. You want to know why they were stunned by it?
Old, and no one's ever done it.
Hey, crossword's quite interesting.
No, apparently. Because she's an old bat. The actual thing that she drew on was actually a work of art. From 1977. And she thought it was a crossword puzzle.
Can you imagine explaining that to the fucking museum staff?
Apparently.
Excuse me, sir. You that piece from 1977
Do you have 14 down? Is it... It's
Is it oh no, it's not 20, because, is it fabulous? Oh yeah, that'll do, yeah. You imagine that, sir, the £2 million
I've got 2 are missing, it's 6 across and 2 down. That would be fucked up.
Oh, that's brilliant, yeah. Oh, actually, it does link up with that one. Oh, yeah, that'll do.
Apparently it's worth between, actually no, it's worth 70 grand.
No, that's not that bad.
No, but when it was designed, what would be 39 years ago, apparently the guy who painted it, called Arthur Kopke,
He's dead.
I don't know if he's dead or not. I think what she's probably seen apparently, because it's got blanks left for letters and it just says, includes the text, insert words, so she's put, that's a pretty big crossword. How lovely, they found it out for me. Afternoon. Oh, I can have afternoon.
Wait, this is 1970s.
77.
1977 was when it was...
That's not art.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me?
That's not art.
Art can be done at any time.
Yeah, a brand new Chevy Camaro SS in
that's a difference. Is not.
No. If you consider anything after 1977, cars, bloody pillows, anything art, it's art.
That's not...
That's modern society.
Is that art?
People now have to...
What's that?
Food!
No, the packaging.
Food!
Art.
I wouldn't have gone. I just say that.
No,
but you know what? Yeah, I know what you mean.
What's that?
People now get
art.
People now have to pay to go in and see a white square. That's, to me, that's not art, but it's considered art.
Oh, what is it?
Humanity's fucked up.
On Expendables 3. And we've known this for years.
The best thing Matty has said in the last 2 years.
Yeah, we've known this.
That's a good thing. You've said many good things, but that's the best one.
And many things in them good things have also been very, very bad. That's why we can't go to certain places with people knowing what we do. It's that trip to America, Matt. I'm gonna have to wait another fucking 20 years. Thanks, mate. It's alright.
I'm gonna jump over onto gaming news. You said you had a story before, didn't you? You said you had a story before.
About him being gay, yeah.
So much for that segue.
Wait, what? Gaming news?
No, you said you had a news story before. Before I was going to go into main news, you said you had one story.
I can't remember.
Oh.
You wonder why I don't let you host the podcast.
I'm sure it's a good idea when I learn how to drive in a car that I get the instructions off you before I have to go.
It can't be any worse than you.
I know! I
was working with a phone.
Turn it. I don't know which way to go.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm not being funny. You give me a phone, I have no internet connection. Right.
Had a map on it. Map read.
That said, we were still in fucking Bally. We were in the middle of fucking Leicester.
I don't know what we did.
We were going towards Leicester, Matt. I was like, no, we went on the wrong road. Yeah. No. I'm following the signs. I know where I'm going. Beep, beep. Please change route. What? Looked at it. Fucking Leicester. Inbound. Like, yeah, we're going to Leicester, man. We want to go to the Wirral. Not fucking Leicester. So we have to turn around, go up, and then he goes into the middle of the thing and goes, I'm going to stop for 5 minutes. I'm going to stretch my legs. Gets off the car.
That's what I was thinking.
Right, we'll finish the story another time.
Yeah. Before I go into another thing, what happened? What's the date today? 17th. So last week, No Man's Sky's gone gold. So basically,
it's coming out.
It means it's official. It is coming out. It's coming out August 12th in the UK, which is conveniently just before exam time.
I know, 10 days before exams.
Really annoying. So, do you know the worst thing? F1 comes out on the 19th.
Oh, no!
I'll be done by then.
Oh, well, mine started 22nd. Oh.
Guys, I'll be paid by then.
Well, exams can wait.
Exams can wait. Well, what did you do? So, how'd you go with your exams? Well, I failed.
I never paid it.
Set a time trial record. It was a personal best.
I've got
what track was it?
15,000 in the world, like, yeah.
What track was it? Baku. Oh, you mean the one that no one likes? Yeah.
Someone does at least like
No Man's Sky's got 18 quintillion planets to find on it. Do you know how much data that takes up on PlayStation's for Blu-ray disc? I guess
15
70 gig.
70 gig from the young Michael. What about you?
I put 15.
18 quintillion planets. Have another guess.
Can't be more than 100 gig.
100 gig. Is that what you're going for? 100 gig. You are both wrong. Massively wrong.
In lower or higher perspective.
6 gig.
I said 50.
You said 15. It was still wrong.
Damn it.
That's pretty good. For a game that's got that much content in it, 6 gig.
I mean, GTA is like 50 gig now.
Well, I seen the picture of them the other day. There's like all the staff and they're sitting there with you.
He
copies his No Man's Sky, right?
And you just see Sean Murray's beard. And you can see how happy he was. And that, for a game that there's a lot of hype around No Man's Sky for anyone who has, again, been living under a rock. I've not bought into it. I do like this game a lot, but I'm just trying not to get too excited for it. Because after what happened with the crew...
Fuck off, I played that yesterday.
But at least now we don't play it still, so we can have one last try.
My internet actually connects to people.
Do you reckon we try it tonight?
I reckon we do.
I reckon we wait until F1 comes out and then the day before, and then when it comes out we can trade it in.
No, I meant we do one last road trip.
We'll go from like city to city.
A road trip. It won't last long. A road trip. We'll go. I'll beat you there.
No, but we'll go from like one city to another city. Like we won't just go from one coast to the other.
We'll do a circle around.
Have you slide off, roll over a few times? That's a start. Wait for you.
I actually need to go to the Grand Canyon yet, so we can do that.
There's a lot of things that are left to be done driving around in the crew for me, so I think we'll do it. I don't know when, but we will do it at some point.
I don't know. I got bored just driving around there.
Yeah, but if it's with us too, any money we're going to be like driving about, and next thing we're going to stop at the satellites. You'd be in perfect citizens we are. It would just go, fuck off. I want your insurance details, mate. And the Jack would just be like, yeah, goodbye.
Yeah, the cops are quite shit on it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was... Yeah. Now, for any lucky bugger that had already purchased Infinite Warfare Legacy Edition on Argos, you are going to be very happy. Now, how much is the Legacy Edition? It's going to cost 80 quid, isn't it, for Infinite Warfare?
Yeah,
80 quid, isn't it, for
Should I revise this?
65.
Just want to have a double check. I'm pretty sure it's 80 quid.
On Argos, mate.
No. Just do it for normal.
So, Call of Duty...
Infinite Warfare.
Call of the Gay.
Modern Warfare 2 is getting remastered, isn't it?
Allegedly, but whether it's...
It will.
Why, though?
Because it's one of the best games out of the Call of Duty series.
1 and 2 and...
Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2.
So...
What edition was it, sorry?
The Legacy one with Modern Warfare Remastered.
Oh, Legacy Edition.
That may just be sold as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 Remastered. Additional content.
Yeah, let's go with games.
Advanced Warfare.
Please, game, is it?
Just any price will do, Mike. Game will do, yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's
£109.99.
Wow, that's a bit.
Game.
Okay, I didn't know it was that expensive.
Oh, that Legacy Pro.
Oh, Legacy Pro. So if you take the Pro part out, it should be 80 or 89.
Oh, here we go. Legacy Edition, £69.99.
Oh, so they brought it down. So, but most places were retailing it for 80 quid. Argos the other day made the mistake, right, of retailing the Legacy Edition of Infinite Warfare for 40 quid. And people who've already purchased it under trade law have now officially got that price locked in, and that's all they'll have to pay at launch. So, victory for all those people. The only downside is Argos has now amended the price so you can't get it for that cheap anymore.
Why didn't you tell me that they wanted money?
I only found this out this morning.
You don't even have any money.
I did the other day.
No, you don't.
Yes, I did. Before I bought shoes and...
Tom! But no, apparently it's gone now up to 70 quid again, but those people who got that for 40 quid have just got 2 games, one of which we all know is very good and one of which we haven't got a clue is, but a lot of people don't like it.
Can you imagine that though, walking into Argos, right? Hi sir, can I help you? Yes, I've come to collect my Call of Duty Infinitive Edition. I'll be £69. I think you find I think you find it £40 British.
To be honest with you, when I first saw that Infinite Warfare trailer, not the one that everyone disliked on YouTube, the one that was shown at E3, I didn't even know that was COD.
No,
like, when I first seen that, I thought, you know what, that looks right, and then it came up with COD, and I went, that's not COD. That's the first thing I said, that's not COD.
It's like
if that had been marketed as something else, I'd have probably gone, that looked alright. But it's not COD.
But did you notice though, how, like, literally after the Infinite Warfare, he started doing little flashback bits, then you just seen Captain Price with his cigar, and literally everyone in E3 went off their fucking tits. Literally, have you seen the memes on it? It's like,
the thing is, though,
like SpongeBob SquarePants when he's sitting there, it's like, Infinite Warfare servers, COD 4 servers, and like shitloads of people around it. It's just like, fucking mental.
Strange. It is strange. 2 more pieces of gaming news before we're done here. While I just load this booster up now. Best game so far on PlayStation Plus, we all know the most successful one is Rocket League. Apparently it's getting a vinyl.
Who?
Rocket League, you know its soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
It's getting a limited edition vinyl record. Anyone who doesn't know what vinyl is, ask your dad.
Do you ever see those old fucking big CD player things? That's pretty much a vinyl.
It's like a big CD. For anyone who's under the age of 10, it's like a big CD.
Never mind.
Actually, under the age of 50.
You need 20. Fucking hell.
Well, I know what a vinyl is.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Some people like 20 and under don't even know what a fucking CD is. Never mind the vinyl.
I know, they're all dumb.
Oh, what's that? I thought a ghost game looked like that. So,
I remember seeing a YouTube video of like 19-year-olds trying to work the old PCs and they couldn't work it.
oh my god.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Oh, that's funny.
I know, we can watch it later, just don't go there. But apparently there are 2 different versions. There's the limited edition and the open edition. There are only 1,000 copies, which is the first time ever I can actually go, wow, a limited edition that actually means limited. And that retails for $75, so 3/4 of that.
60 quid.
Would you be right?
Was it $75?
Pretty much, yeah, you're pretty right. And that they've made the vinyl itself look like wheels from the the Rocket League cars. It's pretty cool. But and they both come with a digital version of the album, and apparently
£56.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It was 19 quid.
they both come with digital.
Like you worked out the current conversion rate.
Well, you did just say what it was before.
Like 60.
Yeah, so it's not hard to do so. But apparently it's got over 22 songs available on the vinyl. I think you can only put so many tracks. So there's 3 separate vinyls that come in the packaging. If you go for the open edition, which is $55, they come in like neon colours instead.
That's quite cool.
It's pretty cool. I think that's the first kind of like add-on. For, like, how many physical copies? There's only so many physical copies of Rocket League out there. And when I say physical copy, for anyone who doesn't know,
Like
CDs,
this.
yeah. There's this. There's not much else, is there? For Rocket League. But it's all digital only, isn't it? Which I see the benefits of for digital only now. After for so long sitting there going, but I still like a good disc.
You can't beat the good. Like,
You can't beat the smell. You cannot beat the smell of a new disc.
When you open the case for the fit.
Oh!
Is that what happens when you open something new? Oh, okay.
You just like.
What were the boundaries we set a while ago, Matt?
We set boundaries. Oh.
Yes, we did.
We always set boundaries, Matthew. Mostly after what you go on and do.
But now, I've
Did
said...
you know before you started the podcast we had one boundary?
What was that?
To keep your gob shut while someone else is speaking.
Well, you've broke that fucking bit.
Yeah, I know that.
You caused that. You caused him to talk.
How? Since you started, there's been 65 different boundaries created to stop you moving.
And he breaks every
He's
one
so-
of them every time.
yeah. It's literally like playing SAS Tower Defense. Each time you've got to repair your fucking barriers as you go before you can actually upgrade your weapons.
I have got one last piece of gaming news, and for Mikey, this is the biggest piece of gaming news in history.
It's a game he's actually going to like.
Brace yourself, Mikey.
And he's not going to rage it.
Mikey, brace yourself. This is the biggest gaming news in your life.
It's gonna be
Directly at Mikey.
No, this is gonna be something I hate because his little smiles, like fucking cheek to like literally ear to
Little
ear.
smile. I got a big smile.
Yeah, but you know what I'm.
The biggest.
Should I try and
release-
hide in here before you?
No. The biggest game release of your entire year of your life comes out
Pick
on
one of
October
the-
the 25th.
Sorry, before you say anything, pick your words.
I am doing this on
please.
purpose.
With my fist.
The game that you will be getting for Christmas. Before anything else.
Don't be fucking Farming Simulator.
It's Farming Simulator 17! It actually was. And do you want to know what do you know what it brings? New vehicles and machinery, right, Mike?
And it's got
Animals.
Mikey.
It's got animals, crops, mods on console, so you can drive your little tractor, going vroom vroom. I've got a plough. And on top of that, for the first time ever in Farming Simulator history, you'll be made up. You can play as a woman. Michelle.
Michelle Keats.
Additionally, you'll be able to hire female workers. So you'll be made up. Hired help can be assigned to tasks like ploughing. And I'm pretty sure... It gets better. Fertilising.
What are you insinuating here?
And harvesting. So you can divert.
Basically just a dirty game.
So you can divert your focus to other areas of the farm.
Farm.
Yeah.
So I know I'll be buying Mikey for Christmas this year. One day I am actually going to buy you Farming Simulator. And
One day I'm going to buy you Gay Simulator, right?
it doesn't exist.
It's too late, he's already used it.
The fact both me and Jack looked at each other. Huh?
Coming from
You.
do you know what? I'm above that. So no.
Put the sword down.
If he's not allowed to play with the sword, you're certainly not.
What to what?
His pork sword.
I'll pass, thank you very much.
He wouldn't.
What?
He Do you know what? He's not even that. He's like, his brain. Sometimes he's very quick.
It's like one-way traffic, innit? He only allows stuff to go out.
No, it only allows stuff that he wants. It's selective hearing.
What the hell are we talking about here?
Never mind.
You getting shafted by a 10-foot monster.
Yeah. No, I'm not gay. He is.
It's like an automatic response. It's like if someone calls him gay, it doesn't matter. It could be the Pope. It could be the Queen. The Queen can, Matty, and you go, yes, Your Majesty, gay, and he just go, Mike's gay.
I'll be on the other side of the room like, I'm fucking not.
Language of words you have to take it to the tower.
I do apologise, Your Majesty. Matty, shut up.
As if he's like, fuck off.
Could you imagine that? Take that gentleman out! Matty, you little shit!
Hang him by his balls. Sorry, bollocks.
What's going on? He's going to get his balls.
What have we said so many times on this before this podcast? He has a limited joke book.
Yep.
The Matty Morris one I want. Mike's gay. Mike's gay. Oh, Mike's also gay. Oh, Mike's got a small cock. Oh, Mike's gay, yeah.
No, and
Jack is shit. No, he's not. Mike's shit. Mike can't pass the ball. Mike can't play Battlefield. Oh, no, yeah, he still can't play Battlefield.
He can't shoot, he can't score, he can't
shit
pass,
at
he can't
F1.
pop, he can't throw. He crashes, he can't
Oh,
drive.
this is a new
one
input.
finger foot.
This is a new input. Oh, get this. Have you seen where he hides on GTA? Like, you go on GTA, like, alright, Matt, you want to go fuck some shit up? Oh, well, mate, I'm just doing something. Just buying some new stuff.
Yeah, no, I heard you last night.
Yeah. At the strip club, man.
Just buying some pussy.
But the thing is, literally,
Contact on the phone.
I'm sitting here, right, with the sniper, like, watching him from, like, one of the buildings, and the minute later, all he says, oh, thanks for knocking me bike over. To make it look so inconspicuous and everything. I was like,
I've talking about gaming news, to be fair, like with other little things that have happened. That Cunning Stunts DLC is pretty fucking cool.
it sounds quite good.
I played all the perks.
I was playing it when you two were in free roam. I was doing like the playlist and
It was
stuff.
fucking annoying last night.
So I heard.
Oh my god.
But I had really good fun playing it last night. It is quite cool. And you get full lobbies again, so.
Yeah. Moral of the story, no. Never ask Matty Morris for the lift. Because each time he goes to give you a lift after that, he'll just run you over. You know what times I got run over by a Rolls Royce, right? He goes, you go the wrong way. You went down like this slip way, and he got the car stuck. So I went and got this car.
I heard that yesterday.
Drove it into him. He's like, oh, okay, it didn't work. So I went to reverse. And obviously, because of the Rolls, it's a big, massive, heavy car. I was like, oh god. So as I turn around, there's Matty shoot them because they're shooting him. He's like, I'm not after me.
Yeah.
I was like, what? So this dude jumps off, looks around, waddles across, like just drives past the police like it's one. So I spawned in, throw in my car. He took the call. As I put the phone down, I looked up and I was, oh shit. And as the phone was, you can't do it for another 5 minutes. I was like, no.
As you just like that.
I was like, no, just like 10. I was, do we just give up on sight? It's just like, hello darkness, my old friend. It's just like,
It was fun.
Not for Mikey.
But sorry, we had the Weasel News van. We
do you know what would be great?
it.
It's like we could tell like a documentary of like your GTA character, and then Mikey's character went on to commit suicide at the young age of 12. And then it would cut to Matty's. Matty went on to live the life of a serial killer and got shot in a gangbang drive-by. Gangbang drive-by. That'd be the weirdest thing ever. There'd be just like a gangbang and then a drive-by.
Matty just happens to be walking past. Dun, dun.
Jack's character, meanwhile, is still alive. Unknown. Unknown where he is at this occasion. Just like, and then
sitting here on the yacht, just like.
No.
Oh shit! Stick it down, right, Matty dead.
Just Matty's ghost from the dead. Alright, Jack. The thing is, he'd have like it'd be all planned out. He'd go to assassinate me. The freaking gun would backfire and shoot him in the face.
No, what if he's a ghost? You just get your Ghostbusters gun. I was like, see him out.
Just get the booster pack out. Boom.
And then just me, just like, hi Jack. Fuck off, Mike. Alright. Like walk off.
Next week we'll be looking forward to the games that are coming out next month. Which finally the big releases are on their way. They're on their way, but we'll talk about them next week. But that's the end of this week's podcast. You can follow Mikey Keating on Twitter at
Mikey Keating XD. You can follow Jack at
JackTM53.
Follow Matty Morris, not in the street and nowhere else at the moment. He will be in a Mazda 2 though. It is blue.
It is blue.
And this is a 1.2. So you know it's Matty Morris near you.
If you can't find him there, if you go towards Greasby, not too far away from the 12th man. If you go past that, come too far, come back.
It's around that area, but we'll give you a cut.
If you find any Pokemon, he'll be there.
Look for a big guy. Look for a guy with a Pokemon hat on, going like that. Oh, there, follow the guys, and just me and Jack, just like, should we just leave him here? Yes, go the other way.
But you can follow us on Facebook, like us on that. You can subscribe to us. You can comment. We don't have a Twitter. You're sweaty. You can. It's bye from Sweaty Von Eagle over there.
Bye.
Bye from Reebok shirt.
It's bye from me, and goodbye from Mr. Tracksuit Bombs.
Okay. Bye. And we're even the S team.